We had a little bit of a shakeout at our weekly candle close last night, but didn't matter. Market decided to pop overnight, have a nice rally. ADA actually set a new local high, which is a very, very big deal. And we need to discuss that in this video. Also need to talk about some new all-time highs that are taking place. Need to talk about a golden cross that's going to actually trigger this week and some bull cases for ADA that I think we need to have a discussion about. All that and more. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So right now it's about 6:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. ADA is actually up already 4.5% on the day. And the great news about this is we're seeing some pretty good pops throughout the crypto space. ADA is not the fastest performer, but the biggest performer, but what we're seeing is a lot of these lower caps actually start to make quite a bit of progress. Blur up 13%, Caspa up 12%, Paul up 24%. I mean, but many assets up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6% or so, especially the blue chips. And this continues this big trend that ADA's had, where it's been a lot of green, very thin red days when we've had them. The worst day we've had on this pump, down 0.71%. So yes, the positive sentiment is taking over. We're definitely feeling some momentum carry us in the crypto market. And we did exactly what we were talking about last night. We did, in fact, liquidate some shorts, got some great moves to the upside. And what's great about this is, guys, every time we go on one of these dips, the shorts continue to fill in. They just keep giving us all this fuel for this rally. And they're not realizing what's going on. And I find it kind of funny because there are still some people that I can see in the comments that are bearish. There are still some people that are talking shit to me, and you can do whatever you want, but your emotions have no place in finance. Sorry. This is why people continue to lose time and time again, because while we're seeing this and people are still being negative and bearish, they're missing these big explosions that are taking place throughout the space. For example, alt-season search traffic as well as altcoin search traffic both just hit all-time highs. Yes, higher than November of 2024, higher than February, March of 2024, higher than the peak of the last bull market cycle, and higher than the highs that we were seeing all the way back in May of 2021. Yes, people are paying attention more than ever. Crypto app downloads still remain in the top 200 for free app downloads. I mean, the movement is taking place right now, and people are just still sleeping on it. And I don't know what to tell you at this point. There's a bunch of people that are going to miss out on this big alt season that's ahead of us. And you can do whatever you want, but we warned about it. We talked about it for a very long period of time, and now the conditions have been conducive for these rallies. Now, one thing I do want to mention is, don't forget, Michael Saylor is going to be doing some buying of BTC this morning. We might see a little bit of a shake in the market, so just pay attention to that. Again, we still have some long leverage down here. It's really not that thick right now, down to about 84 cents or so. Just know that we could see a little bit of waves as the day gets off to a start. Now, something I want to talk about here is we do actually have a golden cross that is going to take place this week. This is actually on the ETH BTC chart. This has been a huge trigger for the crypto market. You guys can see ETH just hammering away versus BTC. It's actually risen, oh gosh, like 70% versus BTC just since May 7th. Okay. So that's a pretty sizable move that's taking place. And we're on the verge of actually this 50-day moving average crossing that 200-day moving average on the SMA. This is historically a great sign, guys. We'll have to watch and wait and see what day this triggers. Does this make this move extend even further? It's possible. Remember, we're going to be getting back into a week of institutional money. Institutional money has been actually buying ETH more heavily than BTC. We'll see if that remains the consistent trend as the week progresses. So definitely some such stuff to watch there. Now, I did want to actually talk about, talk about this first. So there's a couple bull cases that came up. So I was actually tagged in this, and it said in November of 2021, ETH's market cap peaked at 571 billion, with all Cardano has going for it this cycle and accounting for 4 years of significant inflation. It is reasonable to expect the same market cap should be attainable this cycle for ADA. That's a 19x from here, or $16 ADA. Okay, bear with me so far. Dan Gambardello posted this bullish case: ADA ETF approved. This is the bullish case for ADA. ADA ETF approved. Quantitative easing begins. Bitcoin ends up making it to 250K, and Cardano reaches 4.5% market dominance at its peak, which is just a couple tenths of a percent higher than it typically does. You're looking at 12.86 for ADA. I don't know why I said that word. $12.86 for ADA. So that is a bullish scenario that we have, in fact, considered. And again, this this would trigger, along with that massive drop in terms of BTC dominance. We've been watching this very closely. We are currently extended below that 50-week moving average. And again, last time we did this was all the way back in December of 2024. We have to remember at that time we got hit with some negative news. We had the quantum computing concerns. I can't speak this morning, guys. And that caused the start of this kind of sell-off and panic in the crypto market, all right? And maybe that was that or jobs report, whichever one it was. But that caused a little bit of the fear, caused some profit taking, yada, yada, yada. But we really haven't had in this market cycle that big extension to the downside like we were waiting for. And this is sure looking like it's taking place right now. Now, going back to ADA dominance, I did want to talk about this because we're obviously seeing weeks and weeks and weeks of green now for ADA. And, you know, this 4.5% kind of falls within the range that we were talking about, right? It's a question of, you know, do we get this top extension here where, frankly, you could see ADA running to actually like the mid fives in terms of percentage by the end of this market cycle, or on the bearish case at about 4%. Some people think it's more down here. And guys, whichever one it is, and again, I don't have a crystal ball, not a fortune teller. I can't tell the future, but whichever one it is, these are significant moves for ADA. This is against the crypto market. This isn't X's in terms of price, obviously in terms of dominance, running from basically 0.8% up to 2.4%. That's only a 3x, but that's a 3x in terms of dominance, not just a 3x in terms of price. If the total market cap of crypto runs and does a 2x, and we do a 3x in terms of dominance, that's a 6x. That's math, guys. And a 6x for ADA obviously would put us, oh gosh, what's that? $4.80. Okay. So that's just a little bit of math for you guys, but love what we're doing right now. We'll see if this week the total market cap of crypto can actually breach $4 trillion. It sure looks like it's on the way. Confidence is high. We're still seeing massive volume. Even as we've gotten halfway through today's daily candle, we're already up to about $200 billion in daily trading volume. I would expect this to be a very, very high day. So we'll see what happens. Appreciate you guys as always. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.